All right, welcome back to a special edition of the Black Table Epilogue. I'm your host, Will Mills, aka King Dirtbag. Sitting here at Body Language Tattoo Parlor with my bro, Robby. About to get a very dangerous tattoo in a very dangerous spot. We're gonna shoot the shit, man. Nobody ever does it. Everybody wanna be getting tattoos.
We're gonna take it like a barbershop.
Yeah, we're gonna do a tattoo parlor talk. Yeah. Different shit. So we're gonna see how well this goes for me because this shit is on the bone. So we'll see. I hope it ain't excruciating.
Yep. If not, we'll do snippets. Y'all only gonna watch like 3 minutes. Because this
shouldn't be too bad.
It's all.
No, shit is alright.
It's alright.
Yeah, so you've been doing tattooing for how long now?
Shit. It almost feels like forever, bro.
Stop acting like it's a fucking interview, bro. I know your ass, man.
No, but like
half of my tattoos you done them, and that was about.
But like, there's a different level of tattooing I was at that time. You know what I'm saying? Like,
right. But this is back when. Let me tell you something. Little history on this guy. I forgot who I met you through. I met you through
King Biz.
Biz. I met you through Biz. At the time I was working at AT&T. This was like 2000.
I remember that.
2008, I want to say.
I want to know 2007 because my daughter wasn't even born.
Right.
That was wild. My daughter's like 13 now, so I was like.
And you was about 400 pounds heavier, bro.
Yeah, bro. I had titties.
And I met you. I was with my ex-girl at the time. Brought her through to get some tats, and you did like 3 or 4 on me.
In a little last laundry room and shit.
It was a garage.
It was a garage and the laundry room.
Right, and it was a dope vibe though. You had bro. You used to have people lined up.
Yo, that was so
to
crazy.
Get work done.
That was crazy. That was a different time in my life.
Yeah, man. So what's changed over the years for you, man?
Having these
you came
kids.
up. You got this big ass shop.
Yo, but it's like you have kids and they bring a different strength to you. Like each of the kids that came into my life, like my children, came in a very pivotal moment in life where I had no choice but to keep. Because if it wasn't for them, I probably won't even be here.
Right.
But it was like my daughter came and then she gave me like an understanding of like to love something more than myself.
And at the time you had one. Yeah, I think you had your son at the time, right?
No, I only had my daughter. My daughter.
Your
she
daughter.
Was pregnant, yeah.
You know what? She was pregnant.
Yeah.
Back then, I met you when your wife was pregnant.
Well,
ex-wife.
I never married her.
Well, when your baby.
You know them long ass engagements?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was just like that. But it was cool.
And since then, how many more you have?
Shit, I got 2 more, 2 boys, and that's it. The game sold up.
Shit, bro. Let me tell you something, my nigga.
I became the pull-out king, and I started meditating after pull-out.
I always tell people there's no such thing as a pull-out king, bro. Like, all men got a weak pull-out game. I don't even know why people are like, you got a weak pull-out game. Yo, bro, you admit we supposed to come inside, bro.
Yeah.
Right? The only dudes who somebody got a strong pull-out game is dudes who using condoms. And they don't got a strong pull-out game. They just coming inside of the condom.
Yeah, but still, you still be worried in the motherfucker. Be like, damn, like this bitch is cool, but I don't think I want to have a baby with her. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's just how I.
Bro, you know what's crazy?
And no, damn, that shit came out crazy. But fuck it.
Yeah, say your thing. Say your thing.
It is what it is. Go ahead.
No, say your thing. No, real shit because. No, you said some real shit because I was going to touch on what you just said.
Go ahead.
People always say that, right? Like, you know, we have kids with people and then the relationships don't work out. And then you start to have dialogue with people about it and how things didn't work out. And people say shit like, oh, well, you had a baby with that person. Yo, people change after they have kids, bro.
Yeah, people do change after kids.
You don't have, they completely switch up on you.
Hell yeah.
Because, I mean, granted, postpartum depression is real.
What?
But also women have babies sometimes with the wrong expectations. They expect us to be different and things to be different. They think the baby is going to change the nature of the relationship, bro.
It's like I could keep you forever, and it's like really, no. Because sometimes you could break up with somebody and don't mean you're breaking up with your kid.
Right.
Some people, like if you ever really want to start a relationship with anybody, bro, play Monopoly with them. And when they start losing and they start flipping out, you know that's the one or not the one. You know what I'm saying?
They treat the kid, and if you get with the wrong one, they treat the kid as a weapon, bro.
What?
And that's the worst thing in the world. Let me take this. Hey, baby. I'm in the tattoo parlor, and I'm recording my show as I'm getting the tattoo. Look.
That's pretty dope. What? I have a tattoo right there. Want to see mine?
No, because I'm recording my show right now, baby. Speaking of kids, let me see. Oh, you do got one right there. And you got my year of birth on you. Nice.
Girl, this is
great minds think alike.
Anyway, baby, I'm going to call you when I'm done, okay? So I can show it to you.
Okay.
Love you.
Love you too.
All right. Speaking of kids, that was my oldest. So my oldest. How old is your? Yeah, she's tatted up, bro. She's blasted everywhere.
But at the same spot that you're getting tatted right now. That was dope.
Right.
That was dope.
And she got my year of birth on her where I'm getting mine at right now.
That's crazy. That means that you're her strength to move forward.
She, you know, I don't know if y'all caught that on camera. She said, "That's for my mom."
Yeah.
She shitted on me.
Nah.
But yeah, back to that, man. Have you ever like experienced that where you felt like your kid's mother was using the baby as a weapon? Have you ever felt that way? Not saying that they did it, but have you ever felt that way?
We always get into places where you have to think between like with logic and emotion.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So certain points I'll be like, yo, logically this looks like a manipulation, emotionally manipulation.
Right.
And you know, everybody that knows you before the kids, they know what kind of like a bitch will know.
Talk, man.
What we're gonna know?
Hey, let me make a disclaimer here. Listen,
We said
this is the Black Table Epilogue. This is 100% mine. He can say what he want.
Yo,
right?
Yo, listen.
Speak your mind, bro. Speak your piece.
Yo, check it out. I forgot what the fuck I was talking about. Hold up.
You were saying it feels like manipulation.
Yeah, so there's logic and there's emotional. And certain things that it starts to make you feel when you play back. It's like you play back the video in your head and you're like, was I being emotionally manipulated?
Right.
Or they're playing out my weaknesses against me, and that's where everybody stops at that. There's levels of vulnerability like that we offer, and nobody really knows anybody.
Both. Bro, what a lot of people don't want to address is the level of emotional bullying that takes place by women.
The kids pay for
they
that shit
emotionally
too.
bully you, bro.
Yo, and it's not even that.
Because they play off of your empathy. They know how you feel about your children, or they know how you feel about them, so they use it as a weapon. Yeah. You ever been in these long, pointless fucking relationships that was been supposed to end, but you stay with them just to appease them?
It was for me. It was like I just want to be the right person for my
for your
kids,
family,
yeah,
right?
The kids.
Were you raised with your mother and father?
Yeah, my mom and dad still married.
So you have those values.
Yeah, I have those values. Well, I try to uphold it, but I really felt like I failed it with my daughter.
Right.
And I didn't give my daughter the life that she wanted because I wasn't with her mom. Like we didn't have that life.
Right. Well, she would have been doing your daughter a disservice if you stayed in a situation that was toxic.
Yeah, yo, what?
You'd have been doing her a huge disservice, bro.
What?
It's a lot of shit parents that's together and their kids turn out to be fucking school shooters. Because them parents should have broke up a long time ago, bro.
Yeah, because just because people are married, it doesn't mean that they're not toxic.
That's a fact.
We're all toxic. We just got to understand what part of us is being toxic at what time. And once we have that awareness of what makes us toxic, then it's easier to know when to wear the nice shoes or not. Because if we're going to play dirty, we can't be, you know what I'm saying? Like, for instance, I wear white. I wear white because I don't want to, like, dirty myself. Normally, I wear white. And the reason why I wear white is because if I was to eat a hot dog and the ketchup falls on my pants, you will see that I'm not being careful of how I protect myself. And you got to be like that with our energy.
I like that, bro. So you purposely wear white to force yourself to be cleaner.
Yeah, because I make my better decisions when I'm wearing white. Because
That's
I'm precautious.
Deep shit, bro.
Thank you, doctor.
I never thought about that. You know what I also said?
What's up?
I know I told a woman this before. I don't believe, unless you're like a rapist or a child molester of some sort or a thief or just a person who goes around doing foul shit, right? Two people can end up in a relationship and they'll call each other toxic and bad people.
Yeah.
But bro, everybody, if you're a good person, deserves to be happy. Sometimes we will bring the toxic shit out of people because our energies don't match.
Yeah.
So I don't believe that people are bad. I just believe people don't work for each other.
I just think people are trusting what they see versus what they know was supposed to be around them.
Or ignoring red flags, bro.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah. I know there was shit in my last relationships that I know I saw, but I tried to believe that I couldn't accept it. You know, so I kept it living.
You know what's one of the catchphrases I always stick with?
What?
I say, make your non-negotiables and then don't negotiate. What happens is we come up with things we say is non-negotiable until the person who we perceive as somebody who we could be with forever will negotiate.
Yeah,
we'll find ourselves being negotiating with something that we said we would never deal with.
Bro, there were times I was like, yo, who are you?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? We're getting
to yourself?
Well, no, like in past relationships, like I'm not talking about 1, 2, threes, like chicks I dated. I'm talking about throughout certain periods of certain relationships, everybody will show you who they are when they're mad. And then you'll be like, wow, this is who you are. this is who you are.
That is who they are.
You know what I'm saying?
I always take people for two things, for the first thing they say and the last thing they say.
Yeah.
Because if you can't consciously come back and say, you know what, Dan, I was fucked up that I said that.
But there's things that you can't come back sorry for.
Oh, you can't apologize. But there are things that people say and they say, oh, I said some shit I don't mean. Hey, bro, I don't apologize because I don't say anything I don't mean.
Yeah.
I feel that exact way at the moment, and I'm very much in control of my emotions, so I'm not impulsive. So when people say, oh, I didn't mean that, yes, you did mean that. You all the way meant that shit.
Some people plan their conversations in their head before and you be like, and sometimes when they say it in a joke, and they always say that the jokes.
No, women, bro.
Everybody, everybody's fucked up. You know what I'm saying?
And you know, also a real thing that people ignore?
What?
Deflection.
Deflection.
People love to project how they actually feel about you and themselves on you.
Yeah,
And we ignore that shit, bro.
Sometimes it's hard to catch that. You know what I'm saying? Because even when that happened, it was a while before I figured that out. Mm-hmm. It's like
they were projecting?
Yeah, and that's not just with like lovers. It's more like with just people. People are always gonna try to like take advantage of a situation little by little. You know what I'm saying? And you have to be able to catch yourself to know when you're being the duck or not. So, you know what I'm saying? Does that make any sense?
For you, right? So approaching relationships for you, you know, being an older guy now, right? You know, we're older. We're not little boys no more.
Quality now. It's all quality.
Right. Do you find yourself when you were younger, right? I mean, I can speak for me too.
I was a wild boy.
When I met you, bro, I was on it like that. I was all about good-looking chicks. I had energy for the arguing. I didn't give a fuck about none of that because as long as they was fine and attractive, I'm shorty I brought to get the tattoo, she was drop dead gorgeous. Yeah. Bro, one of the most drama-filled people I've ever dealt with in my life, bro.
The most beautiful people do the ugliest things.
Bro, I'm talking about like that shit ended horribly. I say it like this. If she was a dude, I'd have been doing time in jail for murdering her, bro.
Yeah.
It was that crazy. But she was so fine that I ignored it. And what's going on now in society is that this world is filled with so many bozos and so many simps who never got women in their life. That they will put out this impression with social media involved too, because back then there was no social media.
Yeah, so back then there was no,
Social media has tricked women into believing, long as I look good, that's enough. I don't got to bring nothing else to the table. I don't have to.
Bro, I'm going to tell you something. Can I say something?
Yeah.
If I ever find myself in a situation where you smash a chick, or even let's say before you even meet up with the chick, if you could beat your dick off and bust, and after you bust and then you be like, you know what, I would like to see her again.
Right.
Do it. Don't do it if that, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Because sometimes you get something, that sexual energy is just so crazy, we confuse it.
Bro,
and then you get there, and it's like, you're almost like, how I got
Lil
here.
Wayne said it best. When we come back to our senses.
Yo, for real.
That's why I tell chicks, don't listen, ladies, don't ever be mad about smashing on the first date. All right?
Free will.
Because for men, for the most part, I'm gonna get some free game right here.
Free will.
Most men, sex is the determination whether we like you or not. That's a fact. We might love your energy, you might be some connection there, and then we'll have sex with you, because for us, it's hard to distinguish the sexual energy from, do I really like this girl? Sometimes it's like that, bro. And then you'll smash and you'll nut and you're like, damn, she kind of annoying. Right?
I mean, how I got here?
Whatever happened to you, bro?
I feel like I teleported.
Whatever happened to you? You get your nut off and you're like, whoa, what am I doing here? She is annoying as shit.
I'm like, yo, you want some juice?
That's why it's called coming. You come to your senses.
Yo,
come right back to your senses the minute you nut. So ladies, you got to give it up on the first date. That's the only way you know if you got a man or not.
Don't listen. What are we?
Bro, that's the word.
We're fools rush in.
Bro, when the last time you been asked that question? I had to be like 15.
I plead the fifth.
Bro, that's wild to be asked that question as a grown man. Do you get that question still?
I plead the fifth.
But women say, what are we?
I plead the fifth.
After sex. Yeah. That's some little kid shit, right?
Yeah, that's
Okay. That's what happened to you?
I plead our faith.
Bro, there's still women there's still grown women out there who do that shit?
Yeah, there's some, yeah. You know what it is that when you get people feel comfortable to be in their vulnerable parts and through intimacy, people feel like if you open those doors of vulnerability through the sex, of course, they're going to want to know what the fuck was the next time you're going to feed that.
What's your stance on, and I think this is a dope conversation now.
Go ahead.
What's your stance on condoms?
It's targeting, they look like they're targeted towards kids now. That's one.
It is.
One of the things, because we got free condoms here that the health department brought. A whole bunch. I got fucking garbage bags full of it. And if we look at them, though, they look like the motherfucker for SpongeBob with the eye, what's his name? Plankton.
Oh, you said they're marketed for kids.
Look at them. Yo, Nikolai, bring like a couple condoms. I feel like they're, first off, it's good to have condoms because you never know when you might get some buns and shit. But use them shits, it's not even like,
when you said they're marketed for kids,
it looks like sex.
I'm thinking like people are more concerned with having babies than catching an STD nowadays.
Yeah.
Do people still catch STDs?
Fuck yeah, bro. They don't talk about it. Yeah,
like real shit. Like I think people are more like lenient with condom usage now because like there's like no new AIDS. Like COVID is the new AIDS. You know what I mean?
That COVID will take you out.
Did you have it?
No.
Did you get? I don't want to ask that. You know that's.
No. Go ahead.
So, did you get it?
I never got COVID.
No, the other thing, the V word.
No.
Okay. Did you get COVID? I had it.
We're talking about COVID? I never got none of that shit. Or the vaccine?
Yeah.
No. Bro, we talked about, like, I say this shit every day. Like, I know it sounds fucking crazy, bro, but in the end of the day, bro.
It don't. Nothing you say about it is crazy. You know why it's not crazy?
Like cancer and all that shit, bro?
Because it's all your body, bro.
Free will.
And the thing I hate about these things is the fact that, like, if you feel like you should get the jab, that's up to you, bro. I don't think that it should be good for YouTube. They be tripping. I
feel like we're blessed because we're making money off of the shit that we're making money with. That doesn't, like right here, we're in control of like who's here.
Right.
I have, we take our temperatures and all that shit. But for the most part, bro, like that shit, like people believe their own lies, bro.
But here's my thing with this. I think we need to promote more of self-care. For instance, like when I had it, immediately I got to doing orange lemon zest.
I watched your live. I watched your live when you had that shit.
And I had all the vitamins and stuff and the zinc.
And you said you just shit a
lot.
The
elderberries, yeah.
Did you shit a lot?
Yeah, I did a lot of home remedies. And people don't forget, like all of the cures, like if you look at the indigenous people, shout out to indigenous people, happy belated Indigenous People Day.
Yeah.
You know, we know Columbus was. Yeah. So we ain't celebrating him no more. We celebrating the indigenous people. They use what's on the earth.
Yeah.
They use what was from the earth. What wiped them out was ultimately the diseases that was brought over here from the Europeans. It had nothing to do with.
They brought the STDs.
They brought that shit over here. You know what I mean? And they were always about. So that's exactly what the 19 is. That's a foreign thing that our body's not used to, which is why you lose your taste buds and even for that I use something called the olfactory reset. All right, so you get essential oils. You get cinnamon, lemon, eucalyptus, lemon, and rose. So you sniff all 4 of those essential oils every day, like 15, in like 20-minute intervals, and you're resetting the olfactory sensory in your body. It's like a baby. You're telling your body, hey, this is what floral is, this is what sweet is, this is what spice is. So you're literally resetting it. So you're telling your body to learn how to smell again. You're forcing it to smell and taste again, as opposed to just sitting there and waiting for nature to take its course. And that's the thing they're not telling you. These things are natural remedies, because the medicines we know are not here to cure. It's here for remedy. It's for a temporary fix. You know what I mean? That's why it's a vaccine. It's not a cure. Right? Because you cured it, we don't need you no more.
Yeah.
Right? So they don't want to cure shit. They just want you to give you a little bit enough to where you still need them.
Yeah.
Like,
let's not do heroin, but what's the other thing?
Methadone.
Methadone.
My dad, God rest his soul. Methadone is just as or more addictive than heroin. That
but
shit
it's
is addictive.
our heroin, not your heroin.
And it's stronger, bro.
Yeah.
Think about what do they call it now? Opioid crisis.
Yeah.
Opioids are not, that's man-made shape. That is, why, how can a medicine from the doctor kill you, bro? How can people become that addicted on that?
You know why? Because everybody want the quick fix, brother. Nobody want to do the fucking work. Nobody want to do the work. So, people see that who's the depressed ones and listen, drug dealers are making money. Why can't we make money but make it for, bro? Like, what's his name? Cat Williams said it the most. The side effects are worse than the fucking. You got a headache and they say the worst shit as side effects for the sickness that you're trying to cure it. It doesn't make sense.
So what? Let's go back to the other shit.
Does that make sense?
100%.
Okay.
What's your vice in life? What would you say your vice is?
Yo, no matter what, we're gonna fucking die, and no matter what, just be happy, and just don't be a piece of shit.
I mean, all right, no. I mean, through your course of life, right? If you can say one thing that just always got in your way of making good decisions, I think I know what it is for you.
What is it?
What was it? Women?
My vice?
Yeah, what's your vice? It's vice.
Hollywood.
You don't do drugs.
I don't do drugs. I think it's love.
Some people it's money.
It wasn't money. It was love. It was love. Love was the
Love.
drug.
Are you in love with being in love, or are you in love with the idea of being in love?
I feel like we could find love in like I feel like I could be in a room full of like 10 different chicks and I could see myself how I will flow in the relationships with them. But you would it's almost like was that Rock of Love shit.
Right.
You know that Rock of Love?
So you're more in love with the idea of it.
I don't think
the reality of it.
I think everybody's too broken to celebrate that kind of love, bro.
Well, I don't think broken. I think people just don't know themselves well enough.
They're broken. You know what it is?
I guess that's still broken.
That's still broken. You know what I'm saying?
But are you broken if you never explored who you are in the first place?
No, I think once you find that place,
I think you just misguided or miseducated. Well, you lack that self-love. Once you fall in love with yourself, bro, like
it's like everybody loves you.
Once you fall in love with yourself, bro, like and stop fronting.
Yeah.
My boy told me that one time. Cause remember when you first met me, I was always wearing Gucci.
Yeah, it was about that bread.
Everything was like high-end fashion.
New iPhones when new iPhones.
Bro, remember I had all the new phones. Like everything was like high-end shit, right?
That BlackBerry, yeah, the good shit.
My boy told me one day, he said, "Yo, my nigga, you hide behind all of this fucking superficial shit." He said, "Yo, if you stop fronting, you can become who everybody already think you are." I was like, whoa. Bro, to this day, that sticks with me. Because I didn't have to be called somebody else other than Will. You know what I'm saying?
You were like money making Mitch.
No, everything was like, my name was, everybody called me Love back then. Well, that's my boy Love. Everything was, he wear Gucci and Louis and this and that. That's fronting. That's not me, bro. I've always been a comedian. I just didn't know it.
Yeah.
I've always been a stand-up comic.
Yeah.
I never knew it, bro, until I fell in love with me.
And when did you like lose that courage to like go on stage and be like, you know what, I'm gonna do it?
I never was scared to get on stage.
You were never scared on stage?
Never.
Then what made you feel like you're like, yo, it's time to go on stage?
I just listened to my friends. I listened finally. They're like, bro, you sit in these rooms and you just captivate everybody around you,
be
bro.
saying funny shit.
Go on stage, bro.
Yeah.
So one of my boy Yosh, Brian, he was like, yo, because he's already a comedian. And in Jersey, I don't know if you know who Jersey.
Rapper?
No, Jersey hot comic. He's a comedian as well. Jersey, he was already doing comedy. I was like, yo, Jersey, I think I'm gonna get on stage, bro. He was like, you serious? He's like, hey man, show up. I went to an open mic downtown to the other bar hosted by Ken Miller. And Ken was like, hey man, you know, you got a pretty decent following. Everybody knows you. Let's make it your coming out night, right? Pause, y'all, by the way. Y'all niggas want to check me online. My coming out is a comedian night. So I promoted it like it was an actual show, but really it was just me doing an open mic and closing an open mic out. Bro, I packed that building out. Never did comedy in my life, but everybody knew me personally. Yeah. They're like, this motherfucker.
But that's,
you know what,
dope support though. That's
yeah, but you got support and then you got people who come to see you fail.
Oh yeah. But you know what? They still came out.
Yeah, they came.
So I still pray for them.
And man,
I still pray for them.
I had a great set. I did like 6 minutes.
Did you feel like it was a high?
I was like, I'm a comedian. Okay. I was like, all right, this is what I want to do for the rest of my life.
Yeah.
Because it felt good. I mean, I wasn't as good as I am now, of course. I mean, I was open mic, now I'm headlining. But back then, I didn't have no material. And I said, you know what?
It was the energy deal. You felt
Bro,
the
it was
vibe.
the energy, man. I felt the vibe. And I just started writing and doing shows and traveling. And I fell in love with comedy, bro.
It's dope. It's dope to see you on that level, bro, because there be some motherfuckers that when they see other people persevere, they be like, I'd be happy. Like if I were to win, I'll give people the energy that I feel like they deserve when you win. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I'd be like, yo, keep it up, motherfucker.
Bro, and I love the idea. Because think about it.
Go ahead.
People come to the comedy shows to laugh.
Of course.
They're coming to
They want to
laugh.
escape their problems.
So there's people who had a bad day, and you really helped them.
Yeah.
That shit means a lot, bro. For me.
And you be saying some shit that be, you know what I'm saying? So like, so you connecting by being yourself.
Right.
Killing it.
And then even getting on, and like, you know, when we talk about women and what they do, people love, this is why Kevin Samuels is needed and why.
Oh man, yeah, he's on that.
That's why he's needed, because I'm not bragging or nothing, but I've been doing what he was doing years before him. Right? He just, that's all he does. Right? So if I was to focus all my energy on talking about women and relationship issues, I would have been where he's at. But I do more. That's just like some side shit for me. That's not my primary thing. I care about it, so I talk about it.
I just think that it's dope because you both share the same perspective.
100%.
That I would love to see you guys like.
I have my issues with him.
For real? I gotta watch it.
I'll talk about it.
Go ahead.
I like Kevin Samuels a lot.
Okay.
I do love him. I fuck with his content. I just think he helps people, but everybody's not the same, right?
Nobody's not.
So therefore, because women are women, as men, we know that. We know women say shit that they don't mean. We know that women say things based off of emotion. He ignores that and talks to them like they're men. You can't talk at women because women are not going to receive the information the same way we do. So sometimes you got to hear them out in order to give the proper advice. He gives advice on a general level. It doesn't work that way. Everybody, different strokes for different folks.
Everybody
you know what I mean?
Different.
You can't tell everybody the same thing. They're not going to receive the information the same.
Yo, everybody fuck different.
And you can't fix somebody in fucking 30-minute conversation, bro.
You can't.
Some people got 30 years of routine.
Yeah, well, that's what they learn from their family.
Right. So he feels like but I know why he does it. He gets paid. It's a job. It's his job to do that. Right. But I think, you know, if he had I believe his one-on-one sessions, and if these women met up with him on a personal level, I think it would come out way better. I think he would show more empathy because they're paying him directly.
I think before he got into that shit, he must have been like the motherfucker that pay all the bills and.
Nah, he did the same thing, but he did it for men.
No, I'm talking about before all that shit.
He always was an image consultant.
No, I'm talking about before. Like, I'm talking about like when he was young, he got played. Like that movie
Probably.
Hitch.
Well, let's keep it 100. He is a little moist acting, you know what I mean? Like, you don't think so? Like, he got little feminine tendencies about him to me. He comes off as a gay man. Real shit, like, I don't think he is.
You know what I feel like?
He comes off very feminine to me, bro.
I feel because he grew up, from what I watched a video that he said that his dad wasn't there.
Neither was mine.
Okay. I don't know this. Go ahead.
I got 5 sisters.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Like, I'm not feminine. Like,
yeah.
So bro, he was a cheerleader, bro.
He was a cheerleader.
I got his high school picture. Yeah, he was a booster. He was on the what's the team called? The boosters. Yeah, the booster team. The Glee Club.
The only shit I heard that he had cancer.
But all the men in the Glee Club was gay, bro.
Different strokes.
Singing?
Folks.
Singing in high school, bro.
I sing like shit, so I didn't even try.
Bro, somebody was like, yeah, well, some guys did it to get close to girls. Yeah, cornballs.
I don't know.
You had to do all that to fake as a singer to get close to women?
So you're telling me that
he was a male cheerleader and he was in the Glee Club, bro.
So you think he's getting the money on some like hustle? Like how?
I'm not gonna listen, 3 things you don't call a man without proof. You don't call a man gay, you don't call a man a snitch, or you don't call a man a child molester. Because any of those 3 things you call a man without proof, people are gonna believe it just because the accusation is there. What Starr said? Nobody believes everybody believes the lie because nobody believes the truth because the lie is more entertaining.
Yeah, that's what Denzel Washington said. He goes.
They don't even give you a chance to explain so. So if you get the word,
Denzel goes, people just want to be the first to say it. They don't give a fuck if it's the truth.
Right. So if you say snitch, all of a sudden everybody start calling you a snitch because somebody said it.
Well, that's how
that's why I don't want to come out. I say he has a lot of feminine tendencies. I can never call him gay. He was married twice, and I believe he has children. So that's straight man shit to me. He's still feminine though, like, you know. And I think he has a great content, but just
I don't watch enough of him. I watched
he's good.
Like a couple videos, and I know he had cancer.
Did he?
He beat it at he was young, and I was like, oh, that's pretty dope to manifest.
Did he have breast cancer?
I don't know. I have no idea. I think it was a throat cancer.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Some shit like that, but a leukemia or something.
Wow.
So, but he was young, and then he was like, you know what? He did his thing, and sometimes you go to the brink of death, and sometimes something inside of you makes it manifest, and he's doing his purpose.
Yeah, no, he's doing God's work for sure.
For sure.
Salute to Kevin Samuels. Like I said, I love his content. I have my gripes with him, but I think he's pretty dope.
You have your opinion, bro.
I think he's dope, and I think he's needed.
Yeah.
Because he's the opposition to what we usually hear. Like he always says, what platforms exist for men that give our perspective and that's why I do what I do. Because who's gonna speak for men?
Nobody does.
Nobody speaks for men.
Nobody speaks for themselves in general, bro. I be seeing a lot of people suffer in silence.
Bro, we suffer in silence. Like even with we talked about this off camera. Let's get into it. Women don't understand how dangerous and how fucked up, not child support.
Oh yeah.
The child support system is.
Oh yeah, forget about it.
The system will literally ruin your life.
Well, honestly, it's like a system. It's like man, let's see. They will see how if you would a woman will sell you off for a check.
Yeah. And here's the thing. For 90% of the women who do that is out of spite. Because a conversation would stop that shit from happening in the beginning. Because what you're literally doing when you go put a man on child support, you're saying, I don't trust you to take care of your child. So I need this system who don't give a fuck about your child to intervene and tell you what to do.
It could probably be another motherfucker or the people that they listen to that be like, oh, put them on this.
But ultimately she does it. And then she goes to the court.
Of course, because that's where they get the...
Right, but they're saying is the court itself don't give a fuck about your child.
They don't give a fuck. They want you to shut the fuck up. They don't care about calls that disrespect. They don't give a fuck about none of that
they
shit.
don't even look at it that way.
Yeah.
You got a group of men, white men, who don't know you, don't know your kid. All they know is that case number. They treat your kid like a case number and sit down and dictate to a grown man what he should and shouldn't be doing for his own kid.
I pay for lawyers, so the lawyers kind of help out.
But even then, these are two people
but
who
they don't want to hear that extra shit.
But that's the thing though. They got to look at it from that perspective. This is a kid that you and a man bore, and you would rather, instead of being mature enough to have a conversation with him on what the obligations for the child is, you want to run to these outside entities and have them dictate to that man and pretty much boss that man around. Because if we don't pay child support, what happens? Jail, you lose your license, passport revoked, taxes intercepted.
It's a system, bro.
Bro, it destroys your life, bro.
It's a system.
And
it's based off of lust. Like some of these women, I had to learn that there's women to sleep with and there's women to fucking relationship with.
At the end of the day, child support is a broke bitch sport, bro. Unless you some NBA star making millions of dollars, you some rapper, what's she gonna get, bro? $150 a week. She ain't got that? If you need to put a man on child support, you broke. You're a failure. Because you want to run around calling yourself a single mom, but yet you're getting child support from that man. You're not a single mom at that point.
Yo, I know a motherfucker.
You're just a single woman.
I used to tattoo a guy, and this motherfucker just gave up. He just gave up. He went to the court and was like, yo, I give up the rights. And really just abandoned his child and his...
Bro, that's what you call...
And you know the other baby came out looking just like that motherfucker. And that motherfucker said, yo, that's not his kid. And it's crazy.
You know what
and
you call that?
I'm a motherfucker that I pay child support. I do all the shit, and I still am a piece of shit.
You know what you call that? That's called a created deadbeat. Son. Because you can't live after a while. Because sometimes a woman will take all the money from you, Now, visitation and child support costs are two separate entities.
Yeah,
so some women will take your child support money and won't let you see your child.
Yeah,
so you're paying for a child you can't see, right? So that's hurting you. Also, the fact that you're losing your money, you don't know what's going on with your money, that's hurting you. I don't give a fuck what no court or nobody say. If I'm spending my money, I should know what my money is going towards. Anytime you pay a bill, you know where your money went. So why does the rules change when you're giving a woman money to take care of your child?
You know what's crazy? It's because sometimes you don't know you're being the sugar daddy.
Huh.
You know what I'm saying? And then that's when you know, when shit hit the ceiling like that, I was like, okay. It was, because if people really love you, that they'll ride or die for you,
right?
They won't risk losing you.
Right.
But people will always choose the bag. They always choose the bag.
Because they don't have their own bag.
Because you said what they said, what you said, those people that hide the shit behind the name brands.
Right.
That's deep.
Right. And they know that little, see, and a lot of times it don't be the money that hurt us. It be for me, and it was when I was on child support, I don't pay no child support, and I'm off. But
it must be a good feeling, guys.
Bro, yeah, I've been off child support for years.
Oh my God, bro. God bless your heart,
it was never the money that hurt. It was the fact that, damn, you don't trust me enough as a father to take care of my obligations without the intervenes of another fucking entity? That shit is insulting and it's emasculating.
Yeah.
It makes you feel like a boy. Like you need this entity to tell you what to do for your kid.
Yeah.
And you're more than willing, and you do it before she even did that. So a lot of women go put you on child support.
I was going to fucking Aunt
spite,
Scott.
Bro.
I was going to Aunt Scott and doing all that shit.
They do it out of spite. Like you ended up on child support, why? Pretty sure you were taking care of your kid the whole time.
Oh yeah, forget about it.
I've known you for years and you've always been an active father.
Always been. But it's never enough. Like we get rewarded when the kids are older and they acknowledge us loving them. That's a reward.
And even then, it takes a while. My kids, one of my older daughters, I still go through one to this day.
Yeah.
But that was all due to the fact that her mother literally poisoned her against me. And that's the thing. You'll become this amazing dad, and the kid will miss out on all of that because of the mother's spite.
Yeah.
That is insane to me, bro.
It is insane.
But as far as you and your children's relationship, y'all good?
Yeah, bro. I have a real cool relationship with my daughter. Like, she writes music and she plays the guitar, and I send her guitars from Amazon, and she gets in and she starts making music, and I feel like that's what, like, God gives everybody a gift different. Her shit's music, so as long as she masters or tries to master that craft, she's gonna be great. And I try to support her as much as possible in that art.
How old is your oldest?
She's 13.
Oh,
it's crazy. It's crazy.
Oh, she about to make that transition, bro.
Oh man.
That transition between the ages of 13 to 15. That menstruation age and that puberty age.
Yo, you know what's crazy?
That's when the little girl become a little woman. And Jesus Christ.
You know what? She'll never be that little baby again, though.
Oh yeah.
She'll never be that little baby again. But
yeah.
Sometimes I'll tell her, I'll be like, yo, you'll never believe you used to be this little baby. Now you're, a grown person almost with making decisions. And you got how many kids?
6.
That's a lot of 6 strong personalities, bro.
Yeah, 6.
Which one is the most like you?
Vicky. And that's the one I have the most problems with. Vicky's 19 now. No, mine, she's 20. She's like me in natural personality, but things she was taught is morally fucked up to me that she goes against.
Like what?
I guess the way she receives information, she's very stubborn with things. I wasn't like that. I was willing to hear what I can learn. And I didn't want to, like me, I'm a guy who likes a lot of money. So for me.
Stability.
Yeah, for me, I want to know who get in the bag. She rather go from New York and go around Texas than go across the country. You see what I'm saying?
But why?
She's with the 30-hour boat ride. I'm with the 3-hour plane ride. You know what I'm saying?
But she's young, so everything's an adventure to her.
Right, but it's dumb, bro. Like, us as parents, we're the damage control. That's literally what you do as a parent.
Sure, you said that.
You have 18 years of damage control to stop them from repeating mistakes that you made. That's what we do. That's your only job. You're an adult way longer than you're a kid. right?
Yeah.
So me, I don't even believe in hitting my children. I hit my children, I pop my kid on the hand if they're doing something that's gonna hurt more than that pop. So if my son is jumping on the bed, he can fall off and bust his fucking head open.
Yeah.
But if I pop him, that don't hurt as much as him breaking his neck. You see what I'm saying? So I'll hit him if he's in a position where he hurt himself. A lot of times parents will hit their children because they're mad at them, because they're doing something they don't like. They're just being a kid. And if your first line of defense is putting your hands on your kid, you need to reevaluate your parenting skills because you shouldn't have to. I don't have to, bro. My communication skills are immaculate. I don't have to hit my fucking kids, bro. Ever.
Because you know exactly what you want.
But here's the flip side to that. Sometimes you got that mother who the kid is more drawn to as opposed to you. Kids are always more drawn to the parent that's more lenient.
I think I am the lenient parent.
Really?
Yeah. I don't think but my kids they're very smart and they don't disrespect, they don't curse, they don't and I'm not saying that shit when they're not around, they act different.
Right.
You know, I'm very stern with them.
Right.
You know, they don't want to disappoint me.
Right.
But they're good kids.
No, it doesn't mean, perceived as lenient. Because think about it. I'm more of a pussy. I'll do more for my kids, right? But I'm still structured.
Oh yeah, structure is key, yeah.
Like, I understand if you do this, then this will happen. So there's no way I'm dropping my daughters to a fucking boy's house, bro. Hell no. He can come to my crib.
Bro, there's mothers that come here with their living boyfriends.
That's nuts.
The girl's 16.
That's nuts, bro.
And the mom comes in with the paper.
That is insane.
And she'll be like, oh, my daughter's gonna get a tongue ring. And then I cursed. And then she goes, you're cursing in front of my daughter. I was like, yo, you brought your daughter to a tattoo shop to get a tongue ring for the boyfriend.
That is insane,
yo,
bro.
I was like, am I lying, Nick? That really happened.
Yo.
And I say shit like that, like
Bro, here's the thing. There's a lot of good mothers that are horrible parents.
Because they want to be the friend.
They don't know the difference.
They want to be the friend.
Yeah, they want to be the peer. They want to make their kid their friend. That's the type of shit I go through. I tell my baby mother that all the time, she is not your fucking friend. Because some adult shit is gonna happen in her life where she's gonna have a mother, where she's gonna need her mother, and you're not gonna be available. Because you've never been a mother. You've always been a homie.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
Yep,
I'm my kid's homie too. But at the end of the day, my kids call me for advice. They need to know what they can do going forward. I'm not.
You know what it is?
You know what they call mommy for? To vent.
You're the greatest teacher, bro. They're gonna learn from your mistakes.
Bro,
the good ones, the bad ones.
Even when you think about hip hop music and gang shit, everything going on in the street, right? White kids and kids from the suburbs listen to hip hop more than us. But they view it as a form of entertainment.
You know what it is? That
right?
music back then was different. Like 1993 hip hop.
Hear me out though. But it was still gangster shit going on back then. The driving force behind hip hop is suburban kids. You go to a hip hop concert, suburban kids flooding the building. Now for the suburban kids, the hip hop is entertainment. For kids from where I'm from, they become like that.
Well, fuck, you from Brooklyn, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
But see what I'm saying? Because the difference is they didn't have fathers growing up, right? Correct. So they turned out a little different. But my kids, when they hear people like, oh, the music is this, the music is that, it's like, no, it's the fucking parents. It's home. My kids don't listen to drill music and want to go fucking join a gang and kill somebody. They got daddy who don't do that shit. So for them, the music just sounds good and it's a form of entertainment.
You know what's crazy is that, but like music is almost like